Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound. Backstage at Reading Leeds Festival 2023. Palaye Royale on the lineup. The guys join me now. Hello, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Hello, hello, hello. It's not so hot today. My balls are fine.
That's good. I'm glad. Always got to do the balls check. We've got to open the interview with the balls check. Reading looked a lot of fun yesterday. Tell me about that. Headlining tents now, boys. This is exciting.
It's I don't know what the hell's happening, but yeah, it was a crazy show, and yeah, it was actually shockingly cold.
Right. The amount of American artists who have said this over the last couple of days, I bet it wasn't. You're just living in California most of the time.
I was like freezing last night. I was like, it's almost too cold to put on a skirt tonight.
Interesting.
And it was.
Wow.
I don't know about tonight. I might be wrong.
You didn't wear a skirt.
I did not.
It's nice and sunny out here today in Leeds.
But,
You'll be all right.
But not when we're on. The last one's on.
That's true. 10:30 at night. It's going to get a little bit chilly. We'll see. But no, looked outrageous.
Yeah.
Looked absolutely outrageous, though. I mean, I love seeing you guys headline stage and stuff. It's got to be nice as well, like... Reading and Leeds Festival, we were just talking about it earlier, like it's multi-genre now. There was a lot more pop acts this year, which is great, and I really, really love that. But it does mean when there's a rock act like yourself, you're going to get any rock kid that's on site is going to want to come check you guys out, right? That's got to be a nice vibe.
Yeah, they were pretty much mosh pitting to every song, even Broken, and I was like,
what's a pit to Broken look like?
It's emotional.
Yeah,
it's emotional. It's an emotional pit.
Yeah.
And then we announced the Wembley 2024 show.
I mean, I saw the picture, and that is incredibly exciting. I mean, you guys have said for a long time, I remember in one of those early Rock Sound interviews you do with my colleagues back in the day, you were like, we have a plan for venues. We want to build this up. We know exactly what's... You are sticking to that plan, boys, and I respect you for
Sticking to it.
Yeah.
I think the thing that we're getting to now is Wembley Arena was the top. Now we need to aim higher, I guess.
There's a stadium next door.
There's
a stadium
one
next
right
door.
next
It's
door.
fine. Just keep
It's
building.
only 8 times the more capacity at 80,000 people.
Exactly.
We'll get there.
No, that's exciting. I mean, let's it. I know you won't want to give too much away at this stage, but yeah, Wembley Arena, it's on next year. That's the plan.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
That's so exciting, guys. So exciting. I mean, what have we got supports lined up? Are we thinking
As of now, we there's obviously been talks of who we would like, but
we're gonna make it a hell of a package, an unmissable show, So we're excited.
Yeah.
I think it's like at first it was like, let's build the package first, but we're like, let's just do this first and then launch it as a Palaye and then add friends along the way and take from
It's going to be an unmissable night.
Yeah.
Unless Harry Styles is playing, and then I'll just give up. I'll just give up.
Oh, damn it. There we go. Again, I know we won't be giving too much away here, but first half next year, second half, when are we roughly
right
time?
now it's first half. That's the lock date.
Okay, great. Okay, exciting. I'm
But
sure
you know us, Palaye boys, we lie to the internet all the time.
Just like the internet lies to us.
We'll just never know. No, that's genuinely so exciting. And we've got, give me the kind of new music update. Because again, when we call up a download, I know there was loads of ideas floating around. Are we a bit more concrete at the minute?
Done.
What are we thinking? Record's done.
Yeah.
It's done and dusted.
We're mixing.
Hot damn.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming down the pipeline.
That was very quick.
When we saw you at Download, we did 2 weeks before
songs,
that. Then we did 3 weeks in July, and then obviously a lot of personal shit was going on, so that made it even more difficult to run through. But we handled it. We were with Matt Squire on it, which was great. Someone we've always wanted to work with, and we created some fun stuff that we're excited to play.
We have so many songs, but we've got a couple of surprises this year, so we're very excited about that.
Interesting. No, we look forward to seeing that, man. I know. Yeah. It's almost like they told me before we started, but we're just going to tease. It's fine. We'll exactly. We'll keep teasing. Don't force Emerson to speak. Emerson's good vibe, man. It's all good. We don't need to force anything here. I do want to mention as well, like last time I saw you guys, we were talking about the 10th anniversary of that first EP. Yes. Obviously, you celebrated that a little bit, which was lovely. Yes. What was it like actually going back and kind of revisiting those songs?
Oh, I didn't listen to it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm terrified. Oh my God.
Why?
It's like looking at like your fashion choices from like when you were like 13. So I'm petrified to listen to the music.
Right.
Just because I was like, I'm just going to die of cringe, I feel. So.
You die for something beautiful?
So it's, I have not taken a look, but maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe on the 20th anniversary. Who knows? I might be brave enough.
It's the place that started it all, though, guys. You got to start somewhere.
I always look at the EP. We worked with so the Killers are playing, and Mark Needham worked on the Killers, and that was who did the EP. And when we were in Los Angeles, and we were at his house, and it was kind of like having, normally a producer's job is to say like, no, don't do that, like, you know what I mean, like kind of lead the way, especially on record one or EP one it was, and it was. We want strings. We want gospel singers. He's like, cool, let's do it. Let's go. So like, it was our expression artistically to its fullest at that capacity at that time, without touring, without playing shows. So it was like whatever we thought, but also kind of very hard to replicate on a live show front, because you weren't playing them as we do now our records. We just go in there and jam them out and then record. Yeah. So it's like, that was like, ooh, let's add chorus F, and you're like, why do we need to have 5, 6, 7, 8 choruses on a song and have different melodies and change? It was a really great expression for us artistically, and I'm glad we did it, because we got to start at exploring chaos without understanding really how to play it live yet. So,
yeah, sure.
Which was great. And then Fever Dream was like the more, okay, now we know how to play these live, now let's go creative and go crazy as well. So
you can track that journey direct. Like, you can see it's like, yeah, of course it's grown and expanded, but it's the same band, and that's what you want. You want to be able to actually piece that through line together. Do you know what I mean? That makes a lot of sense in that way.
As long as we keep improving every record,
of course.
you know.
Of course. That's the aim you always want. You always want to have that. Guy, I ask you as well, Emerson, I imagine this is one for you. Graphic novel. I mean, always love seeing what you guys do with the art and how you're expanding those worlds and doing all that kind of thing. People very excited about that graphic novel from the minute you announced it. Tell me a little bit about what's gone into that and the kind of process behind it.
Yeah, so the second one came out a few months ago, I guess, and that was based around the Fever Dream lore. It was almost like a hallucination of the Obsidian storyline that we're telling. And then the third one is coming out, I think digitally around Christmas time. Okay. And then physically it just takes a bit longer. I have a Bible manufacturer that makes the books. Nice. So trying to make something sacred at least. But I don't know, for me, and I know for the fans as well, but I think creating something that is so prevalent to you, and it's like part of the reason I don't go to sleep. And part of the reason I wake up is to continue to create this world. And I think if you can identify yourself in art so fully that you lose track of time and space, and it's special. So I think it's a really lovely thing to be able to encapsulate music and art in the way that we do. And it's coming from a place of just like, I don't know how else to do it, so this is just how we do it.
Right, sure.
You know, so.
But that's the best way it should be. You don't want to force something like that. You don't want to feel it's like, what extra can we do? It's like, no. That's something you're genuinely passionate about and want to actually expand the world around it, right? That's why the fans are so receptive to it.
I'll send you guys something to release first if you'd like.
Oh, there we go. We love an exclusive here. We love a Palaye exclusive. That's what we're about. Oh, please. Oh, stop it. You're very kind, but you stop that right there. We need to talk, I guess, a little bit. Again, you know, we're talking about the new music and all that kind of stuff. I do want to keep picking your brain about who else you're working with, because, I mean, I've mentioned collaborators before, obviously. There's that in the locker there. You did the Pussy Riot track a while back, which was so much fun. Is there anyone else that kind of on the list, like from a realistic standpoint, like people you've actually talked about, we need to actually do something?
We have reached out to in hopes of Ethel Cain, which would be awesome.
That'd be very interesting.
I love me some Ethel.
And then we've also, I personally really love The Last Dinner Party, and I think they're really cool. I think there's a track that actually came from like the early Boom Boom era stuff that would be interesting on like to do. There's a song called Love Funeral that actually would be a really cool thing to have them on. I don't know, it's like, with us, with features, they just come in so organically, and it's not.
Which is the way to do it.
It is, and it's just always the most random people that we never thought we would do a feature with, and then it just winds up that way. I think dream feature would obviously be Taylor Swift.
Well, I mean,
and we do 8 versions of the same song, and then we just buy houses.
Palaye's version, right?
That would be
1989 Palaye's version.
Right? That's
what
incredible.
we want.
That's the dream right there.
You better believe I've got my Eras tour tickets, man. I'm very, very excited. I'm hyped.
With Paramore?
Oh, it's Paramore. It's Paramore over here in the UK. God. I know, that's the double bill, isn't it? For any scene kid that also likes Taylor Swift, that's the double bill right there. I'm very excited. I know, right? big crossover fan base. It's really cool. No, I like that a lot. It's very, very exciting. I mean, the other one is, one day we will get you and Youngblood working on a song together, because I know you guys are friends and obviously toured and everything.
It always makes sense. Like, it's one of those things when it's obvious and then it doesn't happen. You're like, oh. It's kind of like the situation with us with working with Madden, and we went on tour with them because Water Parks was doing a different tour, and that was one of the, so they called us last minute, like, we have a Canadian tour, we'd love you guys to be out. And at the end of the tour, with the Good Charlotte tour, they're like, we want to manage you. And it was just, the early stages of our touring career, kind of figuring out what's best for us. And, we revisited it, and they've been like just the best people to us on a personal level and business level, and just like the respect and like a true care. And not saying for anything in the past hasn't been that, but it just feels like, how we have the relationship with the three of us is the relationship we have with them.
Yeah.
And it's knowing that it's like how you are feeling personally is as if not important, more important than what you're creating. And because the business is always there, but feeling good about what you're doing, they're really good about keeping their artists feeling friendly about that shit. So like, kind of having that relationship has been so nice.
Well, it's what Austin's always said actually with those guys is that, because obviously he grew up listening to Good Charlotte in a big way, but like they've been through it. Benji and Joel have been through it. They've lived this life. They've been any place that you guys are going to find yourselves. They've been in this industry. That's indispensable, isn't it?
And what other manager can help you write a song?
What other manager?
Oh, hello. Has there been some writing sessions?
We've been. I've been dying to get in with the writing session, so hopefully,
one of the
very
soon. He had some ideas for the end of one of the songs, and it was like,
and it was just the most obvious thing. I was like,
makes sense.
Oh, fuck.
That's
But
nice.
So right.
They've also, it was like Joel was out at Reading, and it was so funny. It's like he's getting on the bus, he knows what he's doing, closing the door, this, that, like it's because he's lived it. And then you have some people that like are great business people, but then when coming into the world of touring, they have no actual clue what goes on. So they know with like, okay guys, go to, they know they've done it for 2 decades, so they know every in and out of touring.
Best people ever. We love you guys.
No, that's really nice. I'd love to see that. It's nice that they do seem to have a bit of a mental relationship whenever I talk to their artists. It's really, really nice to see how that kind of develops. I'm going to let you go and get ready for another amazing show, guys. But always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Go get some Red Bull.
Wembley. Yeah, get Red Bull in you, man. Yeah, big show ahead. But yeah, Wembley 2024. That's the headline right here.
Woo!
Very exciting. The next stage of Palaye. All right. Always good to see you,
up
boys.
there, didn't I?
There it is. Palaye Royale, everybody.